Going rising with the beautiful, beautiful sun. I hope all is well with everyone. I'm just giving thank you and honor to nature. This is my second trip to the beautiful park, the beautiful nature here by the water. I was planning to do that recording in a different location, but when I was coming down this way, I see how beautiful the weather, the trees, how beautiful it is, and I said, you know what, why not, let me do the video up here. My name is Bookman, a researcher, the old soul that returned. I'm here just to introduce the English-speaking children or Aboriginal, Indigenous, Asian children that don't know who they are, that don't know their culture. And when they see our people and that wrapping up the hair, covering up, which is the temple, that dressing up with that beautiful CARABBELA clothes, which is our culture. Let me introduce, giving honor to the indigenous spirit that giving us, that our partner, that giving us opportunity to wake up in the morning, the universe, or ancestor, or beauty, or the Gaia, a beautiful sun that I'm getting all my energy from right here. I'm just giving honor to that first. In our esoteric quantum voodoo culture, we call it Met Gansheme, that the spirit that come before Elegba. And we say thank you. We're giving honor and respect to that energy, and we give honor and respect to Elegba. Give honor respect to Elegba with his escort. We say thank you to our national and international ancestors, especially the Empire Ginger Desaline. Even the sun is shining, I'm still gonna do that video because I don't know what next Saturday gonna look like. I don't wanna miss it. Like I said, I'm one of the old souls that return for humanity. I'm one of the old souls that return to restore culture to the indigenous people. Sadly, Haiti been kidnapped since 1492, our indigenous ancestor that the so-called Christopher Columbus called the Taínos. He also renamed the land Hispaniola, Haiti, the land that everyone knows that next to Dominican Republic, which is belong to us, because Dominican Republic has no land. The entire land is belong to Haiti. And now you see the reason why the Spaniard that mix with Italy, they mix with Italian race and some European race that, and Dominican Republic that reject the indigenous race for the other race that have a lighter skin color with the sulky or long soft hair. That's what you see. A lot of Spanish people, they put relaxing in their hair. Not just the Spanish, some of darker skin. Myself, I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about fear, the facts, what people don't know. Myself, I'm a mixed race myself, because both of my parents, which is, when you say Europe, my last reincarnation, I was born in Europe. Both of my parents are mixed with that indigenous race. When you guys hear me talking about race, it's nothing to do with being a racist. I'm talking about race and regarding what people don't know, the differences from a DNA culture race, or people that reject how the skin color look like, because your race doesn't have the color, your skin color, your hair pretty much has not much to do with who you are. It's all about your soul. It's all about how you show respect to other people, nature, the universe, be respectful and respect other people culture. But most of the modern European race has no respect for other people culture. They will come, they take images of your roots, your culture, see what you do. Some of them will even offer money that way to recording things they shouldn't be recording and then sell it in the internet. So that's what you see is going on in Haiti. I'm here, even a lot of people in the park, but the sun is shining. I don't want to lose in that beautiful sun. It's to introduce our indigenous people. I have my sneakers on. I may don't even able to see. You won't be able to see everything. This is the dress. This is our culture. This is a part of our culture. This is cotton. It's beautiful. It's colorful, and we call it CARABBELA. This is the name, and not just only Asian people that wore that, because we do have people that in Peru. If you go to the Peru, most of Mexico, which is the Mayan culture, the Optex culture, you see them dressing up pretty much with the culture. Even they come here to the West, when they go to Europe, those that don't have community, they end up losing who they are. Since I'm there recording at the same time, I just want to show you guys the beauty. I have my sneakers on. The beauty of the dress is comfortable. You can breathe comfortable on it. And if you see Asian people, it's not about, I know our parents make us hate our culture because they call voodoo evil. Sadly, a lot of us, for me, I was born indigenous culture, voodoo practice. My mom later on, she ended up moving to Catholic, and then later on she changing her belief. You can change your belief. I mean, it is a belief. She changing her way to Protestant, so they don't respect all the ancestors anymore. They, like the so-called Bible tell them, let the deaf celebrate the deaf. So that's what happened to most of Asian people you see all over the world, not just in Haiti. Okay, I'm just here to let you know you are a very priceless being. Mentally, spiritually, consciously, physically, and beautifully, you are beautiful people, and you are a people that from the sun. You should not be afraid of the sun. You from the star, sea, pre-alien, Lemurian, Octorian, Atlantis. This is who you are. You must connect with your culture. And I'm so proud of myself, because when I came here to the US almost 30 years ago, I pretty much forget about who am I. I was also in the church. I was also involved. And my children also baptized and has first communion in the Catholic Church when I moved here to the United States. But when it was time for me to take my place, return back to my culture. So when I was, I think, at age 40, one day I sat in my desk, I walked, and I said, where we came from? How do we get here? And that was my awakening to go back to my roots, to my culture, for who am I. And I start session to find the truth regarding who we are. Because when I was thinking, when a surgical doctor, when somebody losing the legs, when they have to do a plastic surgical, putting the synthetic legs in your legs, you can't even walk properly, because your lump that you're missing, your body told you this is not right, this is synthetic. That's why we shouldn't be involved eating fake GMO food. Anything that fake, that not healthy for us, we shouldn't be eating it. It's not healthy. Okay, so that was the main wake up call for me. I even spent 2 years observing the Sabbath, and then when I found out it was the same, it's the same occult, the same lies, the same nothing to do, like that Jesus they've been preaching to us, it's never exists. That's not what they've been told us, because that Christ is the consciousness. It has nothing to do what we've been told. So when it was a time for me to leave that congregation, I left, and it was about time. Even I met some good people there, but when it was time for me to leave, to claim who am I, return back to my culture, and it was priceless. And also, when I look make sure I'm still recording. Okay, I think I'm still here. Also, when I go back to my deeply voodoo, esoteric, and alchemy quantum culture, it was an American young man that traveled to Al-Kabulon, was modern name Africa, that traveling to Nigeria, Benin, and his name is Denise. I was able to following him, and when I see this man, which is an American born here, indigenous man that was born here in America, that travel, which is, I know, most of our people here are Christian also due to slavery. So when I see this man was introduced people traveling, he has a platform that introduced going to Benin to introduce, which is a Benin, they have a Vodun festival every year. That's to introduce talking people about Vodun. I say like, wow. And then I start following him, and then I start playing my indigenous Vodun music again. Even a lot of this music is not powerful conscious, because but I look back, and then that was a step waking me up to my root, to my culture. And since then I went start recording, making my first little, I've been in YouTube, I have a YouTube platform for a long time, but I never recorded anything on it. But I was able to start create video. My first video was in my culture, which is my independent IT. My first video that was independent of 1804 independent I did for our ancestor. So since then I'm not a YouTuber, but once in a while that kind of bring me back with nature, and once in a while I end up like make sure I did a video with nature and back for who am I, and then talk about what nature is all about, and then myself, and introduce it to whoever choose to watch that video. It's up to you. If you're not awake, you're not conscious, you're not gonna like what I say, you're gonna turn your back on it and not create that for you to be happy. If anything I said, a culture, humanity that been falling apart now due to mankind that been killing and murdering people all over the world, you don't have to like it, but the truth must tell. We are in a time now, the truth must tell. We can't sitting down and taking the life from our leaders, from our or king or queen that been lying to us for so long. Is the time of the truth. The light must be light in the world, just like you see the beautiful of the sun is shining right now. Okay, all I'm saying, you young Asian indigenous men and women, or all of you that we all indigenous to the land, anywhere you are in the world, you must return back to your culture, your clothes, your cotton clothes. Cotton, you breathe better. Like you see in Africa, Al-Kabulon, you see all people always, those that can afford it, they wear kente cloth. They dress in clothes that healthy for them, that you're supposed to breathe to your skin. But us, saying we can afford it and we not conscious with ourselves, because if you're looking at the people country called Al-Kabulon in Africa, including America, they're all Christian, they're Muslim, they end up on all kind of the church. So they're not conscious themselves. So technically, it's pretty much the same with our people all over the world. They're all in deep sleep. I can say, I'm just going to say 99.9% of people in the world are dead. They're dead, sleep. They're not consciousness. Anything the government put it there, they don't question anything. Mankind, the leaders, so-called leaders, who supposed to be gone by now because they're not doing any help to the planet. Us as a woman, we were supposed to be in charge of that universe and partner with the men that conscious. But the patriarchy stole it from us even before we take our physical flesh here on the planet. Like I said, back to your culture, Asian people. Back to your culture, the Aboriginal, indigenous people all over the world. Claim I have some platform. I have some YouTube. Video I did in nature with our further, with our jam, with our indigenous dress. So you can always check that out on the website if you're conscious. If you're not conscious, please don't, because you will not understand what I'm saying, even if I speak English or even if I speak Creole. You will not gonna understand what I'm saying. And back to your culture, Learn about Haiti spirituality, not that so-called voodoo, what you see the Asian people is doing now. Even in Africa, they do like the wicked stuff. Just back, study, learn about esoteric book, alchemy book, or spiritualist is verbal. I mean, it's oral. We do not have it in the book, okay? Because we don't want other people tempted on it. But just study, meditate about yourself, eat healthy, drink plenty of natural water, take care of yourself, be who you are. You cannot be fake, because it's gonna come out. Nature not gonna spell you out by you being fake with yourself. This is just a short video, like I said, to introduce tonight my beautiful CARABBELA clothes. You see, I am at the park. I cannot wear no sneakers, no shoes, but I'm just introduce myself to that beautiful culture, to say love and light. Thank you to my ancestor. Peace on earth. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully I can see the light is very shiny to tune it off. Back to your culture. This is that head wrap. When you see yourself wearing her head wrap, I'm gonna do a short video too, if I can see, with my beautiful locks, just to show you. You must growing your hair naturally. You stay away from relaxing, stay away from fake weave, any kind of fake synthetic so-called hair. You shouldn't be put that in your head. Grow your hair naturally. You can do it. It's not that hard. Just take care of it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. This is your crown. When you're in public, you always tying up your hair. It is your culture. Nobody can tell. In the Muslim woman, the Utopian woman, when they in the public, they're wiping up the hair. They go to work with the hair wiping up like that. Nobody can tell them anything. You should not be ashamed, you Asian people. When you, along you dress properly and beautiful, you should not be ashamed when you just stop tying up your hair like everybody else. Okay? I believe this is it. All right, take care for now. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.